Ellie Golding and her collection with MAC. These colors are stunning. They're beautiful for whenever, but I really geared this look for more of a spring summer look. It's very light, it's very fresh, and I used a foundation that's really soft and wearable on the skin, so it's great when the temperatures start to rise. If you want to see how I got this look, just go ahead and keep on watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment them down below, and if you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm starting off by priming my face, and this is the Glam Gold Primer, and gold really brings a nice radiance and nice smoothness to the skin, so that's why I'm using it today. Now I'm going to use the Studio Water Weight Foundation from MAC, and this is such a light feeling on the skin, but a great full coverage feel. And it's really great because you can layer it as well depending on how much of a coverage you want, and it still has a very natural luminous feel. So I'm just using my beauty blender and applying that all over my face. Using now the Ultra HD Makeup Forever Concealer, and I'm applying this underneath my eyes and through the center of my face. I will say I really do love the brightness of this concealer, however it does crease very easily, so make sure you do powder accordingly. It also can be very bright, so I probably used a little bit too much underneath my eyes, but I just blended it and made it work, so you do you. I'm now using my MAC Studio Fix Powder in NC15 underneath my eyes and through the center of my face, just to kind of set all of that concealer that we put on and to kind of mattify those spots just so it lasts. And this is my favorite powder at the moment. This is the the powder, and I'm using it to bake my under eyes. I'm obviously loving it. It just gives it that like airbrush feel, and it has the tiniest splecks of like glittery shimmer, but it does not pay off like that on the skin. It is just so smooth and pretty. Now I'm moving on to my brows, and this is the Redhead Powder Duo from MAC, and I am using I'm using the darker shade for the outer part of my brow, and then I'm going in with the lighter shade for the inner part of my brow. I have pretty thick brows in general, so they kind of look how they're gonna look. I struggle all the time with the brows. It's a continuous affair, but it's all good. So yeah, this is me just filling in my brows, but you do what you like to do to your brows. Now this is the NYX Contour and Highlight Palette, and I'm using the pinker shade to brighten up my under eyes and dust off that bake. I'm going to dust that through the center of my face as well. I'm going to start bronzing up my face with the Marc Jacobs bronzer in Tantric. You can obviously see I have given this bronzer some love. This is one of my favorite bronzers. It is completely matte. It is not too warm. It is not too neutral or ashy. It's just a perfect in between. So that's why I'm using it to kind of bronze and prepare my skin for contour. So I'm just applying that through the outer part of my face, through my cheekbones, and a little bit underneath my chin. This is almost relaxing for me. As you can see, I'm like sleeping on the job. dip back into that contour palette. I'm taking those bottom two center stick colors, and I am just applying that to the outer hollow parts right there through my cheekbones, and I'm really going up and out, kind of a little bit higher up to really slenderize the sides of my face and pop those cheekbones out. And do not forget that jawline, especially if you have a double chin or a round face. Trust me, this will change your life. Applying a little bit to my nose and also my forehead, but really go with your discretion. Everyone's face shapes are different, so you want to definitely bring out the features you want to bring out and conceal the ones you want to hide. And just apply until you feel like you got enough going. And now blend and blend and blend until you can't blend anymore. I'm going to jump back into that brightening powder and just kind of clean up the underneath and make sure everything's looking fresh and in place. So I pulled one of my old favorite highlighters out today. I completely have forgotten about this guy, and this is more of a pinky pearl color, and this is an extra dimension skin finish from MAC. I believe this was perfect topping. It is limited edition, but they do come out with it every few years, and I'm basically just bathing in this, trying to make my face look like a reflector jacket so everyone can see me as I'm walking or just standing there reflecting. So yeah, just kind of go with your preference, do what you want. I'm obviously going to put the whole entire pan on my face and fall in love while doing it. This is now a blush from Too Faced in I Will Always Love You, and it's a beautiful coral blush, and I'm applying it in between my highlight and bronzer to complete the face. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm now going to go in with the base color and apply that all over my lid area, just so that our really sparkly shade has something to adhere to. And then we'll grab the coral color in the palette and kind of buff that through the crease area here, just to get enough pigment that you want and really blur that out. And I'm now going to take that medium brown shade and I'm going to tilt my head back and look up, and that's where I'm going to find where I want to apply that brown shade, and I'm just popping that through the outer corner, really kind of blurring it out to add some extra depth and dimension to the eye look, just because we are only going to use a few shades in the look, trying to keep the eyes pretty simple. I'm going to use my Studio Fix powder NC15 again and just apply that underneath my brow bone. And it's okay that I'm getting it on my crease color, because I'm going to go back in with that shade and just kind of buff everything around so it's completely smooth and flawless. I'm now taking that super sparkly white shade, and first I'm applying it with a brush all over my lid, and it's paying off all right, but I really want to intensify it and kick it up a notch, so I'm going to go ahead and dip into that in a second with my finger and also apply that over my lid just to really metallic, give that metallic sheen that it deserves, that it wants to be, and let it just live on my eye. So I'm going to pop some lashes on in 3, 2, 1. And I'm applying a little bit of eyeliner right there underneath the lash line. And then I'm also going to apply a little bit of eyeliner in my outer waterline on the bottom, just to open up the eye a little bit more, add a little bit of depth, because that's really where I'm going to keep a lot of that shadow as well on the lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and take that peachy shade and apply that underneath the lash line as well, and just kind of add it up until you feel like you have the intensity and the softness that you want. I'm going to now take that sparkly white shade again and apply that in my inner corner and kind of drag it towards the lower lash line as well to really brighten up the inner corner. I'm using now the Marc Jacobs Beauty lip liner in Primrose. This is a beautiful shade. I absolutely love the formula of the Marc Jacobs liners as well. They are super long wearing and the colors are just fantastic. This is the So Select lipstick from MAC. It is one of their newer shades. Oh, it is totally on trend with what everyone's loving, and I personally love it for my skin tone, and the formula is just amazing. I am obviously loving it. And I'm just popping a little bit of Modesty lip gloss from MAC as well, and just through the center of my lips to create a little bit of a fuller look. Last but not least, a little bit of mascara for my lower lash line, and this look will be finished. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This was really fun to create, and I hope you learned something. And until next time, bye!